Hi guys, welcome back to Origami Twist. My name's Jen, and in today's video I'm going to create my version of the origami message bird from Frozen 2. So no spoilers here, but there is a magic paper bird that is sent from one person to another with a secret message at some point in the movie. And there isn't actually a traditional model or any particular model for this bird. This is simply my interpretation of how you could fold it. So if you want to, you could totally try to make yours even more accurate than mine as far as the representation in the video. But this is my go, or my version of it. And that's what I love about origami, is you can be really creative with it and make it your own if you want to. Okay, so first things first, you need a waterbomb base for this model. So we're going to take one corner, bring it up to the opposite corner of a square piece of origami paper, and crease. Now if you're using two-sided paper, whichever side you want on the outside of the bird is going to be facing down at this point, and what's facing up is the inside of the bird. So crease, bring it open, make a crease going the other way by corner to corner and crease, and now you've got an X folded into your paper. We're going to take the paper, flip it over, and take one flat side, bring it up to the other flat side and crease, and open it up and do the other side to the other side and crease. Now I'm going to pop up the center by putting my hand behind it and pressing gently on the center to make it look a little bit like a mountain. And I'm going to take the two sides, press them towards each other, like so. And then these two faces that are now coming towards the center, if we press those together and then crease everything down, that is called the waterbomb base. And as you can see, you can kind of see why I chose that base as the basis for this bird, because it has the general shape of it. Now, the next part of the bird is its tail feathers. And what I've decided to do is take each side of the top two flaps of this waterbomb base and fold them in. So I'm going to pivot at the point up here, and I'm going to fold it down a little bit, so I end up with what constitutes tail feathers. So you don't want to go too close to the bottom, because then it'll be too skinny. If you go too far out, they'll be too spread out and not hanging off the edge enough. So a great way to indicate whether or not you're happy with your fold is to turn it over and look at it as though it's tail feathers. I'm actually going to come in a little bit further, but ultimately this will fold over that center crease. There we go. I think I'll go with that. There you go. And then we'll take the other side, and using this edge here that's been folded down, we're going to use that as its guide mark and fold onto it so that these two sides are equal. So you're folding along that edge and overlapping them like so. And if you turn it over, we have the shape of a bird with a tail. Now the next bit in order to complete this is to make a head shape. Now I've done this very simply. You can do it more complicated if you want to, play around with some different squash folds and things, but to keep it really simple, I have simply folded it back and then pivoted it up, and I'll show you how that worked. We're going to turn the paper over again so that the tail sections and the body are facing up. I'm now going to fold the head section down a little bit past where I want the head to be. So maybe a third of the way down the paper. There's no right and wrong here. Again, it all just depends on what size you want the head to be. So we're going to fold that down, and we're going to fold it down to line up with the center line here. So the point where these intersect is the center, and you just line it up. That keeps everything nice and straight. Now we're going to fold it back on itself a little bit like a pleat and give it a little gap there and fold up. Now again, you can turn it over to see you know, what shape the head is and whether or not you like the dimensions of it. It's totally up to you. And you will find at this stage there are an awful lot of paper layers here, so you may need to give it a really good creases in order to get it to stay where you want. The last step, I'm doing this just to keep everything in place, but I'm going to fold it in half, very similar to the way that you might fold a paper airplane, and give it a good crease down the middle. And that gives it more of a, you know, a shape like the head of a bird. And there you go. One Frozen 2 message bird. You can try flying these. I'm not really happy with how this flies. If you come up with a better way of doing it and it flies really well, please consider making a video and sending me a link. I would love to see it. And if you make one, please show me on Instagram at Origami Twist or hashtag Origami Twist, and I will be sure to see it and I'll come like it. And yeah, give it a thumbs up and all of that. And there you go, the message bird from Frozen 2. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I make lots more videos involving paper crafting and organization on my channel, and we'll see you again soon with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.